Welcome back to GC Up to Speed for Stage 2 of Game Changers North America. Today we cover two more teams who are sitting at 1 and 3 in the standings going into round 5 today, where elimination is nipping at their heels. Only one will survive between SaD GC and ROSO GC, so let's meet the teams. First up, SaD GC. As an organization, they were one step away from main event in Stage 1 earlier this year, but Ghost Gaming beat them in their final chance of qualification during round 7 of the Swiss stage. That Ghost Gaming core would go on to place 4th in main event and become Cloud9 GC this Swiss stage. With this, some members of SaD GC even want to face off against C9 this Swiss stage, such as Irene, but they've got to get past ROSO first.
I'm really excited for every match in Swiss stage, but I think I'm most excited to go against C9. I love that team to death, and I am so freaking proud of them for all the work that they did to get to where they are right now. I'm most excited to play against Uni, aka Ariel, because she was one of my first teammates ever. I remember trialing her, and I knew within like 3 rounds that she was the one. I was texting my teammates like, I want her, so that's my girl.
While the org's motivations run deep to make main event this time, the team itself was reinvented from scratch going into Stage 2 OQs and Swiss. While the roster that fought through OQ3 had Miku reprising their role of the team from Stage 1, along with the additions of Irene, Harper, Rotten One, and Biffy, once they earned their place in the Swiss stage, they went back to the drawing board to make sure they had the strongest 5 they could going into the competition.
After qualifying to top 16, we underwent a complete restructure. During the trials, we found Willow, Pickles, and Fangs, and I could not feel more blessed to be sharing the server with these players. They are so talented, so fun, so smart, funny, dedicated, like literally everything you could ever ask for in a teammate, and everybody on this team can frickin' shoot. I am so excited, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.
As Irene said, they settled in on Irene, obviously, Harper and Rotten One as the 3 out of 5 core that kept their spot, and picked up Fangs and Willow from trials and prior relations. Harper and Irene have been a long-standing duo since they were on main event Team TV. And Rotten One, don't forget the one, was a standout individual in Swiss back with MVSK, who continues to shine and frag out while on IGL. Fangs is a crazy consistent pickup for this stage, as someone who is like clay, malleable in whatever environment you put them in. They've played alongside experienced main event players in Pug Squad through Radiant Academies, and almost qualified to Swiss Stage 2 twice with different teams playing in both OQ3 and OQ4. They helped secret punch their ticket in OQ3 and were 1 game off alongside Chrysalis, who unfortunately lost to Revenge in lower round 4 of OQ4. When I spoke with them after their first win of the Swiss stage versus Catface, you could tell how excited they were for the opportunity and potential of this team.
I'm very thankful for all those experiences. I think being on Secret specifically in OQ3 was a wonderful learning experience. I love all of those teammates that I had, especially Zeke, my coach. I learned so much from him. I'm very grateful to all of my OQ3 teammates and everyone on Chrysalis and OQ4. I would not have been able to perform how I did today without those people believing in me and without those people vouching for me, which has enabled me to get on SaD. And I'm very thankful for their trust in me too. I mean, OQ3 I played Smokes, OQ4 I played Senti, and now I'm on Entry. So I'm just doing it all right now, and I'm just really happy to be here and be competing. Competing is what I've wanted since I was a kid, and so doing this interview and playing on this stream is genuinely a dream to me. So thank you all to the support staff as well, casters, observers, my current teammates, especially to my amazing, beautiful girlfriend, Corey.
For Willow, aside from being a sub in 1 Swiss stage match back with Monarch x GC, this is their first full Swiss stage on a starting lineup, after trying to earn their spot with quite a few rosters for 2 years, including 42 count Crayola pack, Tanax GC, and most recently Catnappers. Don't let that rookie status fool you though, since Rotten One thinks they could be the ace up SaD GC's sleeve.
I would say Willow, our flex player, is our secret weapon. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she's one to not be underestimated. She's really good between her flexibility, her game sense, and her mechanics.
As mentioned, this team is composed of main event players or those that have been steps away before, and they want to get back there to prove themselves where they left off. They have the firepower, as Irene and Rotten One has said, but to avoid elimination, they are still sorting through the team development side of things, that chemistry, and need to finish off that development and put it into practice fast.
Since we're a new roster, we've been working mainly on synergy and communication. we're all super intelligent players and are very strong mechanically. So working on how we swing together, how we work together, just trusting one another is our main focus, and we've been working really hard since we qualified.
With that, SaD GC seemed like the team to beat going into this Swiss Round 5 matchup. But let's meet their competition, ROSO GC. Their story is pretty different from that of a full rebuild by an org. After missing out on stage 1, the core of this team of Gerald, Shiny, and Home Depot, aka Vex, stayed together and found a way to keep competing. Now, I could break it all down for you about who joined for stage 2 and how, but I think continuing member Shiny's story time is much better.
The original ROSO GC roster wanted to stick together at the beginning of the year, but after losing in stage 1, we knew that there needed to be some roster changes. So before Q3, we lost 2 players and needed to fill in those roles again. So we had previously tried Noli, and she turned us down, but we heard that she was available for stage 2, and so we reached out to her again, and that's how she joined our team. As for Ashley, she had no intention of coming back to compete in GC, but she had a lot of free time and she wanted a reason to get out of bed in the morning, and so she figured why not. What's different about this roster? I would say the team environment and the coaching staff. We're very fortunate to have 3 coaches help us this stage, and they've helped us tremendously improve as individuals and as a team.
Nully, or Silly Girl, while starting maybe as a sub like Shiny mentioned, has become a big part of this roster and an irreplaceable unit according to Vex, aka Home Depot.
Noli is just such a super underrated player. She's a good shooter and an amazing mid-rounder. Like, her decisiveness during mid-rounds is incredible. She constantly helped clear up chaotic situations and made decisive calls that won us so many rounds. And I ultimately believe that genuinely helped us qualify for Swiss.
That leaves the inclusion of Oppie, who I've watched competing since back when I joined the Game Changer space years ago with Womp Womp. They are a player who can easily integrate into any system and frag out, elevating this overall squad's raw firepower within ROSO GC. This set 5 now has the strength, mixed with reps, as a stage 1 core under their belt. That plus a well-rounded coaching squad has created a unified vision that is elevating them to the next level.
They are a group that are hungry, they take feedback well, they have a great environment, both in terms of it being like a work environment as well as just a friendship environment. It's easy to hold each other accountable, it's easy to hold themselves accountable, just because it's like a no judgment zone. The team also has worked with 2 tier 2 level coaches, and myself, but and I think it's all kind of coalescing into this massive force of momentum, right? We're only going to continue to improve. We're only going to have stronger bonds, both as a team and friends. And I think that, the commitment to growing together is like what teams should really be on the lookout for, right? This is the worst that we're ever going to be.
In the time that I've been here, we worked on mostly layers, flooding, canceling. I did some player one-on-ones for aggressiveness. And I guess biggest thing I've talked to them about this week was like just, how a peach seed will grow into a peach tree.
The ROSO GC team preparation and story checks all the right boxes. Now they just need results and a strong cause to rally behind, like assistant coach Erasmus said. And Ashley shared a little bit about exactly what that motivation is.
This GC was going to be the last time half of the roster even competed, so we wanted to go out with a bang and have fun overall. Make it like a fun experience.
There you have it. SaD GC and ROSO GC, 2 teams with different trajectories, but the same goal, avoiding elimination and continuing their journeys as competitors and main event contenders. And their match is happening right now on TTV/rating_beam. So go watch. What are you doing?